Making a list of 5 things that I can do to help me feel safe was hard, Joan. It felt like such a stupid exercise since I don't even know what safe means. So I Googled it.
Making a list of 5 things that I can do to help me feel safe was hard. Webster's says that safety is freedom from harm and danger, but what does that even mean? Does anyone feel safe nowadays? Show me a person who thinks they're safe, and I'll show you a Brad with a hairy ass.
What? Yeah, I know. I always feel the need to get heady. I know that I need to sit in my discomfort. But if I don't even know what the word means, how can I complete the assignment?
Oh, come on. Every Brad, no to gay kind, is a clueless rube with a hairy ass who wears faded flannel shirts. Does grooming even matter anymore?
You realize you're asking me to talk about a concept that I've never experienced. I mean, come on. You've been my therapist for 10 years. You know my story.
I know, I'm being hostile. But hostile is funny, Karen. Kidding. I know your name isn't Karen, but you gotta admit, kind of fits. You know you love me.
No mom and only half a dad because he was only sober half the week. And do you really want to hear about my uncle again and how he played Russian roulette with my aunt in front of my cousins and I? All the people and all the things that were supposed to protect me, fathers, mothers, guns, were either missing or misused.
Anyway, so I thought about what safety means to me, and after consulting with Dr. Google, I realized that I need bread.
What? Oh, right, the definition. Safety, noun, the condition of being protected from or unlikely to cause danger, risk, or injury. Shit, that'd be great. No risk, no danger, no danger, no injury. But that being protected bullshit, who's really going to be able to protect anyone else from anything, let alone the invisible?
Back in the day, I didn't have my own bed. I didn't have heat. Hell, I didn't even have an empty bread bag to wear on my feet to keep them dry in the winter.
Yeah, I know I'm hella riled up. I know I seem irrational, but if we can't even protect each other from visible things, how can we protect each other from the invisible? And who gives a fuck about protecting someone other than themselves anyway? I mean, one day last week, I went to the store because, well, I need bread. And when I got there, half the people inside don't even have masks on.
So I watched a bunch of YouTube and I learned to bake bread. The first loaf was so hard it was more of a weapon than anything. So I kept it in case Dave the Yeti shows up again. No means no, motherfucker. I know it's COVID, but grooming is still a thing. You must be clean shaven and pretty to get on this ride.
People can wear coats, hats, sunglasses, gloves, but can't even put on a damn mask. And they don't wear them, not because they don't want to protect themselves, but because they don't care about protecting anyone else in the store. Because they don't care about protecting me.
I mean, yeah, I know, fine. I did let him board this train last month, but that was self care because, well, I was tired of taking care of myself.
Oh, yeah, right. So the list. Thing one. So I didn't get the bread. Probably will never get the bread because I will never go back to that damn store anymore. But I still need bread, right? So enter thing one. Learn to make my own. So I watched a bunch of YouTube videos on how to make bread.
Anyway, I decided that I'm too cute for manual labor, so I said goodbye to the kneading and made banana bread instead. It smells so good, and I felt so accomplished, like Beyonce or Madonna. But or the first guy who figured out that 3 peach vodka shots make me get on all fours and whip my hair around like Beyonce or Madonna.
How'd it go? Yeah, it's okay to laugh because it was a total shit show. Yep. Flour everywhere. Forgot the yeast the first time. Remembered it the second time, but forgot to buy active yeast. The third time the water wasn't warm enough.
But smells are weird. One minute I'm Queen Bee, and the next I'm 7 years old and seeing grandma for the last time. But I didn't know it was the last time. She drove out of our lives and into a tree. leaves everywhere, leaving this world. Well, leaving my world and leaving me and mom alone.
What? Yeah, my grandmother was a baker. Yeah, I know I used to bake with her when I was a kid, but you know I don't like talking about her because thinking about her means thinking about everything else, the fighting, the uncle, the alcohol, the gun.
But mom wasn't alone for long. She married her madness and left me all by myself. Oh, come on. You know I got to have a soundtrack.
Anyway, I scrapped the bread idea and moved on to thing two, music. You know, I gotta have a soundtrack. So I was making a mixtape of all the songs I'm digging right now that put me in my happy place.
Anyway, the banana bread smell filled every inch of my place with memories, and I had a breakthrough. My life has changed so many times in cars. Grandma dying in a car, then me and mom sleeping in a car, and getting pulled over in a car with Jamin, feeling helpless as, well, I don't want to talk about that. Basically, the banana bread, much like my hot girl summer weekend with Big Mike, ended up being a bad idea.
So, unlike from my roommate, Sam, who has every song written, memorized, and mentally calibrated to his singing key, I Googled like 20 songs. I'd be playing them and singing along, but then had to rule them out because they would either take me back to a time when I was all by myself because a girl either broke my heart or because I broke a girl's heart because I couldn't trust her to keep my heart safe.
What did I do? You don't remember Mike? I swear, you never listened to me. Is this thing on? Hello? I left Big Mike's big ass in Chicago when he wanted to drop it like it's hot at the club, but then I had to help him pick it back up. When I say I like to lend a hand, that is not what I mean.
Or they took me back to my girl self on any Sunday night as my dad and stepmom sat around the living room with their friends drinking Jack or Jim or one of those fucking guys and taught me to clean their weed and roll their joints.
Okay, I know. Deflecting, using humor as a defense mechanism. Yeah, I got it. Well, the bread didn't end up being safe for me, did it? So I took it across the hall to the smelly neighbor, then opened up all my windows to air out the memories. Memories, turn your face to the moon.
And I would roll a few to the sound of Carole King's So Far Away, glasses clinking, ice and whiskey swirling, laughing, and someone always singing a piece of a lyric. And then I go to my room, climb into bed, and fall asleep, and wake later to the sound of glasses breaking, and the scratch of the end of a record, spinning and spinning and spinning and screaming. Them screaming at each other, my dad screaming at my stepmom screaming at my dad, my sister and my stepsister screaming for them to stop screaming. Too much fucking screaming, no matter how you look at it. And I sure didn't want to look at it. Yeah, I know. Don't confuse comfort with safety, Caroline. Sit in the discomfort, Caroline. It'll help you heal, Caroline. Will it?
Okay, Karen, come on, let me be. Nobody hushes Grisabella. And should you be rolling your eyes at me in my time of need? Who can I report you to?
So, needless to say, I moved on from my soundtrack to thing three. Remember early in our sessions, you told me I need to do what my mother didn't? Well, since she died when she was 21, I figured there were so many things she hadn't done. How could I fuck this one up? But fuck this one up, I did. How did I fuck it up? I just can't sit in my stuff. I mean, safety is comfort to me. Webster's is right. And it's that state of physical ease and freedom from pain, that thing that helps to alleviate difficult situation. And remembering is difficult. Sitting in my shit is difficult. Sitting in my family shit is unbearable. There's no protection in unbearable. There's no comfort in unbearable. There's no, I need to feel safe. I need to be safe. I need to create safe for myself. Because the non-mask squares, the drunk halftime fathers, the dead mothers, the Russian roulette guns, that's when I realized I gotta create my own comfort by keeping myself safe.
Fine. Safety list. Bread was a bust, so I went with flashlights, batteries, extra socks, protection, blankets, those little packets of food that astronauts or doomsday preppers use, and a gun.
So thing 4, look for weapons. What? I'm sorry, why weapons? Why not weapons? Nobody protected me when I was that girl navigating broken glasses and breaking down weed. No one protected me when the grown men's gazes and gropes turned towards me. No one protected me then, and no one protects me now. So yeah, weapons. Remember, you're the one who told me to search for safety.
But then Instagram told me about homesteading. And one vodka-fueled afternoon of scrolling later, I realized that going back to the land is more my speed. Bullets and torn flesh? No, not for me. I just need some heirloom tomato seeds and a cast iron skillet. I'm sorry, what? What's the skillet for? It's clearly going to be a bird feeder for my birds. I'm going boho, found objects and all that.
So I found this cast iron skillet. Where is it? Sam, have you seen my skillet anywhere?
Wait, what? This thing?
Give me that.
What are you?
Thank you.
Okay, cool.
So anyway, I have this old cast iron skillet because of COVID, and it was the only weapon I could find without leaving the house. And because it's the closest thing to the iron of a gun, or bullet, or bars to keep that harm shit out.
Damn it, Janet. Where's your sense of creativity? You're just like my roommate, Caroline. Everything is black and white, but I'm an air sign, baby. I think outside the box. Ooh, what's that song? We're breaking free, soaring, flying. There's not a star in the sky that we can't reach.
What? Seriously? You're calling into question my coping mechanism. Again, can I remind you that you told me to seek safety?
So I decided I need to start working on going zero waste, learning to can vegetables, and finding my tribe. Birds of a feather flock together, right? Safety in numbers. All that stuff? Yeah. Because when I think about it, safety means being with the people I love and us taking care of one another. I mean, yeah, the world is on fire and we're ultimately screwed because who gives a fuck about protecting someone other than themselves anyway?
You said what again? Your therapist lens?
But my tribe, should I be saying tribe? We can do our best. I'm still not sure who I want in my, clan. Let's go with clan. Oh, hell no. No clan. Whatever. My people will take care of each other and no one will leave. I mean, unless they want to. I'm not trying to be like creepy Claude, who got so much of this that he didn't want to let me leave. I almost had to call for backup. Help! I need somebody. Help! Not just anybody. Help!
You think you should have seen this coming?
So, remember when I told you that I have to do what my mother didn't? Well, she left me on my own. I was also grieving, but she didn't seem to notice or care. So I have to be there for me in ways that she wasn't, right? This is so clear to me now. That is so 2020. There's only one thing on my safety list, and it's that I'm not alone. I'm not gonna be all by myself. Not gonna be all by myself anymore. That's good, right? Mm-hmm.
That is so 2020, Joan. That is so fucking 2020. So, number 5, Joan, the 5th thing that would make me feel safe is what you should have seen, Joan, is not that I would choose a weapon, but that I would use a weapon if I felt I needed to. Fuck breakthroughs, Joan. Fuck sitting in my discomfort. Fuck sitting in my shit. You need to sit in your shit, Joan. You need to face it. You can't save everyone.
Oh dear. Caroline! Caroline, you doing okay in there, hon?